Well, hello people from Cork, County Cork, right? I'm heading home today, a 3.5 hour car journey, right? And I'm just after stopping here in a little village called Ballinadee. Never heard of it in my life, people. And so let's go and explore Ballinadee, right? Look at the flowers beside the side, isn't it gorgeous? Look. And the hanging baskets over the river. Look at the lovely river here, people. Wow. Look at the tree. Hold on a minute. I see a ladder there going down into here. Isn't that gorgeous? Look. So it's saying up this road here, people, look, about 500 metres. Ballinadee bus accommodation, tea, coffee, animals, coffee, 500 metres. Happy Halloween, Ballinadee bus. Right, people, I'll have to check that out, right? Remind me, will you? Because I might forget. Oh, this is gorgeous down here, people. Let's go over and have a look at these here. Robert Hales, Bob, athletics champion, native of Knocknacorra, born 1890 to 1959. 1911, 1 mile and a half mile Irish champion, GAA rules. 1912, 1 mile Irish champion, IAAA rules. 1912, the Ireland versus Scotland international mile. Second place in the English Championship, beaten by only 3 yards. And this man down here is William Bill Nolan, born 1907-1960, member of the Knocknacorra Athletics Club, successful against international athletes at, what's that, Tramway Sports Dublin and Cork Draper Sports. Won the Ireland versus Scotland international mile. This plaque also commemorates the founders of Knocknacorra Athletic Club. There you go, my friends. You learn something new every day. Look at this lovely bridge. And the sound of the water. Look. Right, people, this is another lovely little picnic area here, look. And here's another bit of reading on the wall here. The Ballinadee Company, 1915 to 1921, in memory of the local Irish volunteers and Cumann na Bán who organised, supported and fought for Irish freedom. The Ballinadee Company was founded in early 1915 by brothers Sean and Tom Hales, and it quickly earned a reputation as being one of the most prominent, largest, with 100 members at its peak, and well organised company of volunteers in West Cork. Local branches of Cumann na Bán were founded in 1917. These women actively supported the Irish volunteers during the War of Independence, providing safe houses as well as communication and administrative roles. These men and women risked their lives, welfare and livelihoods in their efforts to achieve freedom for Ireland. The history, people, it's all around us here in Ireland. You know, like County Cork is always referred to as the rebel county, you know. God, it's lovely. Imagine sitting down here on a nice spring summer's day with a picnic by the river, and that lovely, is it a willow tree? It's just gorgeous, you know. Another beautiful little sit down area. Look at the flowers they have by the river. Wow. Gorgeous, my friends, gorgeous. Right. And then that little river just turns into a bigger river. Or maybe that's a lake down there now, you see. Yeah. Beautiful. I have to say, my friends, it's beautiful. Yeah, people, as you can see here now, look, here's a river coming from onto the road here, and it's going into that river there. Then it opens up into a big, wide river there. Maybe it's a lake. Anyway, let's walk up into the little village here, people. I'm enjoying this, my friends. I'm enjoying this immensely. The local graveyard and the local church there, people. People, isn't that a gorgeous door, look? And that building here, as you can see, it's abandoned, nobody is in it. So look, they've creators on the windows, look, pictures of the cat in the window, look. And over here, look, fireplace. And look, 4 cats hanging off the curtains. Isn't that cool, isn't it? Look. It's a pity now, whoever owns that building, because they could turn that into a lovely little place there now, you know what I mean? And here's the local pub, O'Donovan's. Look at that. Sorry, O'Driscoll is the name of the pub there. Although, where did I see it there? O'Donovan's is there. Look at a miniature old telephone box, look. Wow. Hello, little dog. Hello. What's your name? You coming to say hello? Oh, you're seriously friendly. Yeah, look, you're seriously friendly. You're looking to see what the camera, my camera, are you? Yeah? Oh, you're very, very friendly indeed. Wonder what's your name? Wonder what is your name, my friend? You're a beautiful little dog. Very, very friendly. Right, I'm going to just wander on again, right? People, look at the milk churn with the flowers in it. It's lovely. Another tiny, tiny little village, and it's so pretty. I have to say. Here's another church up here. I wonder if this Church of Ireland or whatever. Remains of some big place in there. God, you know, for such a small little village, you see me reading back there about what you call them, athletes that won the, is it a mile race, something, I'm not too sure. But here's a guy called Patsy O'Flynn, Olympic medalist, Antwerp in 1920. Was born on this site December the 19th, 1894. Irish 4-mile champion May the 13th, 1913. Irish and Scottish international champion July the 13th, 1913. Emigrated to the US September 1913. A year later he competed against the Olympic champion Hans Kohlmeihen and was beaten by less than a yard in a new world record time of 14 minutes 33.6 seconds in the 5,000 metres. He won US championship in 5,000 and 10,000 metres. Was a member of the US Olympic team for 1916 Olympics in Berlin, but this event was cancelled due to World War I. He took part in World War I and was wounded in 1918. He returned to athletics after the war and made the US team for the Antwerp Games in the 5,000 and 10,000 metres, but the US committee mistakenly entered him for 3,000 steeplechase instead. Instead, even at that, he won an Olympic silver medal and was beaten by Percy Hodge of England. Oration by David Gunny, historian, unveiled by his niece Ellen Hunt, 25th of October 1988. Now people, amazing stuff, isn't it? Here I am in a little village called Ballinadee that I never heard of in my life until now, in my own country. I'm ashamed to say that, right? And here I am reading about a man called Patsy O'Flynn, Olympic medalist, Antwerp in 1920. Amazing, my friends, amazing. Look, there must have been a lovely building there at one time. This mural is dedicated to people who have been lost to suicide or have been affected by suicide. If you are having a difficult time, there are services that can help. There are brighter days ahead. Kinsale Youth Support. It's saying, this is cool here, it's saying, look, it's okay to make mistakes, to have bad days, to be less than perfect, to do what's best for you, to be yourself. God, such a small little village, and look what it has, and it's just lovely. Wow. Wow, people. And here's another pub called Murphy's. No, is it? No. Well, Murphy's on the sign there. But it's saying Corcoran's Bar, look. And here's another one of these, like, look, as I said to you, they're all over Ireland. So it's shaped in a heart shape, look, it's a Mary, and obviously, what was that one girl's name? Bernadette, wasn't it? The Lord's apparition, supposedly, right? Look at the size, the little gates. Look, the gapway coming in here is really, really small, and yet they made two little gates. Look, you see that? Isn't that mad? And the heart and the two crosses. Botany gorgeous, look. Two small little gates for a small little narrow entrance. Amazing. Now, I wonder, people, is this Mary moving? Is this a moving statue, right? And you might say, Don, stop mocking, right? Look, I've been to places, right? You know the Hill of Tara, right? You go up onto the Hill of Tara and you're walking along on the Hill of Tara, and there's like a torn hedge, a tree of a torn hedge, right? And what you notice is loads of little things attached to the torn hedge. People, one person starts it, puts a little thing to... It's like... look. Lemon yellow pea. Yeah. Look, we all know in our one lives there's so many things happen, right? There's tragedies, family tragedies, whatever, right? And there's an awful lot of people, and they suffer from anxiety and stuff, right? And they reach out to... They're reaching, they're searching and reaching, looking for help, right? And they turn like to doctors, right? Which is fair enough. Psychiatrists, which is fair enough. Medication, which is fair enough. They read self-help books and positivity thinking and all the rest of it. And they also come to places like this, right? And they come in and they pray. Say there's somebody something's not right in their family or their friends or something, and they come in here and they say a prayer to Mary, right, hoping that Mary will intercede and help them, right. I'm not saying to them people, don't do it, don't do that, but personally speaking, I just think that they're wasting their time. They're wasting their time, you know. That's just my thoughts, people, right? I may not be liked for it, but that's exactly how I feel. But it's a lovely design. It's shaped like a heart, you know. Gorgeous. Let's go back and close these little gates. Look. Oh, super cool, people. The fallen leaves, look. Yeah, I'm not being very articulate there on what I'm trying to say, you know. Anyway, look at this lovely church here. I think this is another Church of Ireland church or something. Yeah, Church of Ireland church. Once you see the square towers, they're nearly always Church of Ireland. Ballinadee Church of Ireland United Harvest Service, Sunday the 19th of October at 3:30 p.m. All are welcome. Refreshments afterwards in Ballinadee Community Hall. Fairly picturesque. Actually, I think it's open, people, is it? Let me see. It has seen better days, my friends. Look, even the walls. Look, it's kind of like a mole in the wall there. But it's been looked after and it's been used, you know. Even the paintwork inside the windows is flaking away there. But yeah, look, the seating. I always notice, I don't know if you notice as well, when you go into Church of Ireland churches, they're very plain on the inside. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wonder how old this building is. I don't see any anything to say the age of it, right? But I bet it's old. Right, the ladder. Says here, look, in the event of fire, evacuate the building immediately by the nearest exit and gather at the fire assembly point by the main church gate. Okay. So this is their community hall, people, and it was built in 1954 and refurbished in 2019. I love this sign here in the window, and it's saying, look, very proud to be from Ballinadee. Very good, my friends, very good.
Chasing highs, yet always feeling low. I remember how you looked, one hello and I was hooked. Found the missing piece that made me whole. True love don't come round very often. It's like sunshine after the rain.
wonder, is that one still in use? It's saying 4 p.m. there. Just wondering, is it still in use? Let me just go up the road here. Look at this house, still in use. Look, 2-storey house. Right, people, we'll go back down into the little village here. Please clean up after your dog. And rightly so, my friends, and rightly so. I was enjoying this little trip here to Ballinadee in Cork, people. County Cork. In southern Ireland, my friends, the rebel county. Right, people, let's go in here. I'm sure this is the Catholic church here in the town. Yeah, look, Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Right. Many's a time, people, I said that at Mass, like a lot of people do this in memory of me. It's real echoey in here, and for a Catholic church, it's very, very plain. And again, even this building, I can see the paintwork around the windows kind of flaking away as well. So this must be, it doesn't look like it's real old, but it's probably older than I think. Look at the stained glass windows. So that one there looks gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. And there's kind of a musty smell, even though they have like heaters in it here as well. But there's a musty smell in the. Do you remember the people back in the days where you had to go to confession to a man called a priest, right? We were marched to confessions every second week, and we used to make up stupid sins, so-called sins, right? And then of course the priest would tell you to say, what was it, an Our Father and 5 Hail Marys, something like that. You know what I mean? Any people, I'm not into it anymore, but for anybody that does, I'm not knocking them, even though I do think they're delusional, right? Yeah, so let me just wander off now someplace else, people. Right, people, let's go up to this bus accommodation here and just see. It's probably not open now, right? But seeing coffee and that in it, right? But anyway, just to have a look in Ballinadee. Is that right? That's how you pronounce it, isn't it? God, it's a really small village, but beautiful. And you see the information there about the athletes, you know, and the gold medal, Olympic gold medal winner from 1920. Wow. Okay, let's go up this here now. They're saying 500 metres up here. So let's do this, my friends, okay? Isn't that just lovely there, the flowers beside the sign, the road sign? people. Little farm here, look. I wonder how much did they pay to go in here. Let me just see now. Anyway, let's stay tuned. This is cool, isn't it? Right, stay tuned. Look, they've a Halloween thing here, like it's done really, really well. Stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. Isn't it great, people, isn't it? For Halloween, look. Coffin. It's playing all by itself, my friends. Look at this. How's it going, buddy? Are you a dickhead? I think you look like a dickhead to me now. The poison tree. People, look, that is actually, I'd say, that was a hearse, right? Look, the driver, of course, inside, he's a skeleton, look. This can't be for free, so it can't. I'll probably have to pay, maybe, for this, I don't know. Look. Does anybody remember in the farming world the Seto Crystal tractors, right? It's an 8011. I must find out what year was that tractor built. I'd say it's gone back to the 1970s, right? Yeah. Right, people, let's go in here and see is the coffee shop open. Little farm, you know, mad. Look at all the hens, people, in here. Super cool. Hello, hens. Hello. Hello, rooster. Hello. And are you geese or ducks? No, I think they look like ducks to me there now. Hello, hens. Are you as well? Hope yous are. And here, people, is a bantam hen in here. Look, just single. I think it might be a rooster, look. See the little one in there. Hello. Oh, look at all the little goats. Fun facts here, look. A baby alpaca is called a cria. Alpaca fibre is warmer and less itchy than sheep wool. Alpacas can be house trained. A female alpaca is called a hembra. A male alpaca is called a macho. Sheep have an excellent sense of smell. Sheep are emotionally complex animals. Sheep and alpacas don't have teeth in their front upper jaw. A female sheep is called a ewe, a male sheep is called a ram. Sheep can self-medicate. A group of sheep is called a flock. Alpacas can spit as far as 10 feet. Wow. The sheep have recently lost their ram and leader Billy, but they have found a new chosen family with the alpacas and love to spend time with them. The alpacas are happy out and are glad to have more company. Oh, but I'm just looking here, the alpacas, I see them down there, they're way down there, people. And look, you got donkeys in this shed here, look. Look at these goats in here, people. And people, look at this information here about our chickens and ducks. So you've got Rhode Island chickens. These chickens are bigger ones, you see. They were saved from slaughter in the egg industry. Now they roam around. sometimes outside of their pen, happy out. We have both our egg-laying hens and roosters. Though it can be hard to tell the difference between all the chickens, they all have their own unique personality. For example, our one-eyed rooster, Duke, is protective over the hens, but still a big softie. So yeah, they got bantam chickens as well. Look, these chickens may look like they're not fully grown, but they are. They are noticeably smaller than our other chickens, but they're lovely just the same. Though lower in the pecking order, the bantam roosters are still just as protective over their hens as the Rhode Island chickens. They are a little cuter, is it? Cuter though, yeah. And here's these Aylesbury ducks. We have 3 ducks on our rescue farm and they were rehomed from West Cork. 1 drake male duck and 2 hens female duck. They look nearly identical, but if you listen closely you can hear that the drake has a slightly fainter and huskier quack. Very good, isn't it? For Halloween, look. What are you saying there, you dickhead? Oh, you're a goddamn... Think you're going to frighten me, do you? You're a dickhead. Yeah. A dickhead, my friends. Isn't that right? Do not enter. Remember, oh Jesus, now she frightened me, look. The witch, done very well. I got a fright off her, all right. Hello, Miss Witch, how are you doing today? I hope you're keeping fairly well. I hope you're not going to put a spell on me. You know? So you must be able to sit up here, you know, if there's a cafe here and buy a coffee or something, whatever, right? Very good. Windy up here, my friends. Oh, you've done very, very well, I have to say. People, it's brilliant the way they have it done, isn't it? For Halloween, look. Look at the skeleton supposed to be coming out of the grave. Look, isn't it very good? Look. Your man's been that long on the toilet, people. Look, he's turned into a skeleton. Mad people, mad. Right. Let's go and see, can we get a cup of coffee or something here? Isn't it great, isn't it, for Halloween? Look, the body upside down hanging. Very good. Look. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
People, look at this is where you can stay on the bus, right? Guests only, it says, right? But just have a look here, look. Isn't that super cool? Like, so you can actually stay in the bus, my friends, as a guest, look. Upstairs is obviously the sleeping area. You can sit out here. Brilliant the way they have it done. I'm probably not supposed to be here, people. It's like, You know, there's probably people staying there now. Look, a real bus. And people, look, there's a real Irish saying here, look at this. It'll be grand. An expression used across the whole of Ireland, meaning it'll be okay, and is used when we are uncertain of something. Example, it'll be grand could mean that it most certainly will not be grand, but we'll worry about it when it happens. Yeah, people, isn't that amazing? Isn't it? Like, you can stay in a bus. Wouldn't that be a cool thing to do, wouldn't it? Look. Right, let's see if we can get a cup of coffee. I wonder if that another bus there, look, private, your residence as well, and that one, look. Great idea, unusual. Let's go and see, can we get something here, people, in the bus stop? Right, people, this is the Ballinadee. If you want to find out, if you want to stay here on a double-decker bus, right, just go on to Instagram or something, or just put in Ballinadee bus or something on it, right, and you'll get this, right. Love to stay in it. I'm after getting a cup of tea here and like a cookie, right. Now, there's nicer seats over there, but there's music playing. I don't want to get a copyright strike from YouTube, right. But this is lovely, and the people here, the women, the girls are so friendly, so friendly people, I have to say. I told them I came through the little farm there, right, and I says I didn't pay, and she says, oh yeah, there is a charge. And then she thought it was from the newspapers or something. I says, no, I have a YouTube channel. So because I said I have a YouTube channel, she wouldn't charge me. Isn't it mad, isn't it? Kooky people. And some tea in Ballinadee that I never heard of in my entire life until now. It's a shame, people, isn't it? Me living in Ireland all my life. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a rocking chair thing here. Look, it's deadly. Very, very good. Right, people. Cheers from Ballinadee bus. Right? Or Airbnb, sorry. Bus Airbnb. You just can't beat the cup of tea, so you can't, people. You just can't beat it. Stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. People, this is a tree of hope planted on the 1st of May. So it says, look, Tree of Hope. This oak tree was planted on the 1st of May 2025 to remember all of those who have passed from suicide. They are never far from our thoughts. Kinsale Youth Support Services, Mind Your Health. I wonder, did a lot of young people around the area here take their lives, my friends? Yeah, another sad part of life, my friends, too, isn't it? Fresh drinking water. Here, look at the tap if you want fresh drinking water. Cool, isn't it? Cool chicks live here, very good. What are you saying there? What are you saying? Are you having a chat with your friend next door, yeah? You know something, people? Where I live, my mother... Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Isn't it cool? I love the noise of roosters when they do their little crow. Hear the one just down there, look. Is that what you're saying? Oh, so funny. Yeah, we used to have loads of hens at home when we were all young. Here's fun facts, people, about hens, right? Chickens are living descendants of dinosaurs. Chickens can dream. Wow. Chickens bathe by covering themselves in dirt. I knew that. Chickens like to play. Ducks have excellent vision. Ducks don't mind colder temperatures. Preening, the process of removing dirt, parasites and dust from feathers, help keep ducks dry. Roosters aren't all aggressive, may alert the flock of potential danger and fight it off if needed. Yeah. Good information. Look at this duck here, look. He's doing his little waddle along, look. Well, goodbye, roosters, bantam roosters, goodbye. Have a nice day. Oh, thanks very much, thanks very much. Yes, hello, how are you doing? Hello, duck. Hello, lovely looking duck. People, here's some information about goats. Goats were one of the first animals domesticated by humans. Wow, never knew that. Goats can be taught their name and come when called. Goats love to climb and play. Goats don't like the rain, even though they're pretty hardy animals. Their square pupils give them a wider field of vision to spot predators. Goats are fairly emotional and intelligent. A female goat is a doe or nanny. A male goat is a buck or billy. A group of goats is called a trip. I never knew what you would call a group of goats, my friends, but there you go. Let's just, and I was going to say, please close gate upon entering and exiting. Right, okay. I'm going down here to look at the alpacas, people down here, right? So stay tuned. Right, let's go down here and look at the alpacas. Right, people, just going over here to look at these alpacas, right? Remember, they can spit at you from 10 feet away, so I better not get too close to them. Hello alpacas, and a little sheep. Hello, little sheep, how are you today? Are you well? God, I love your coat. I love your lovely wool coat, it's gorgeous actually. Yeah. Are you enjoying yourselves here? You're living in a beautiful part of Ireland. Yeah, you really are. Isn't it great, people, to see like on the signs there, like, you know, rescued animals, like, you know, saving them from the slaughter. It's great. Hello, alpaca over there, looking over here at me. Hello, alpaca there that's eating the grass. Right. I'll see you. Bye. Take care, right? Take care. I'll see you again sometime. Okay? Oh, people. I'm on my way home from Kinsale in Cork, right? And I just happened to stop here because Google Maps, Susan, fair play to Susan, right, is bringing me kind of across country on the way home, right? And I just happened to come into this little village called Ballinadee that I never heard of in my entire life. And me travelling around the world, I never heard of this place. Absolutely fantastic, my friends, I have to say. Right, people, that's it from a little pit stop in a tiny little picturesque village called Ballinadee in County Cork in Southern Ireland, my friends. And if you're down in Ballinadee village, check out Ballinadee bus Airbnb, right? And farm, right? It's well worth a visit, people. Right, so people, that's it, my friends. If you liked the video, please press the like. And if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe. It's free. And as usual, my friends, I have absolutely no idea of where my next video is going to come from, but it's going to come from somewhere. So stay tuned, my friends, and keep safe. Always keep safe. Bye.
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.